Virginia. This picture is setting home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense trots out there to open this game. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Second down after that previous play.
Let's go!
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Running back grabs it on the screen. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3-and-1 now.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
You get him down to the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback. You got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Ready?
Now it's second down here.
Green 25.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. He's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
On this defense, you get these guys to third down, you got a bracket, a double team, some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Pass rush closing in. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So the Gators offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain.
Got it.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. But they can't make the the connection falls incomplete.
Now, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a quick grab. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Short throw to the back, behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the handoff. Refusing to be brought down. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the ball. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on offensive line and their running back.
They'll run it here. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. While the defense is digging in, the offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, working to reach the end zone this possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. It's Griffin. quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. New set of downs after that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Hokies will bring their punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Takes the toss and heads left. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Setting the edge, a lot of times we rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense wraps him up quickly. About 5 yards of the completion, and now it's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and no for a 1st down. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And we're able to get him down.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down their defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. The Hokies looking to run some tempo here. Dropping back. It's Griffin. Running back has it on a screen. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down in the air. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He finds his man. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Makes a quick grab. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The pocket breaking down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. The Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Got it.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Makes his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Jukes to get free. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Okay.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards.
On the ready.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Fire.
Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield. But the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the field goal is good.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cooper. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that run. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. They're going to pull it down and run. So the scramble comes up short. And now this offense facing a 4th down play. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Impressive spin there. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quick throw of the quarterback off the RPO. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. But the They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And they knock through the PAT, so it's 28-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And he's going to float this one to the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
And this one is caught. They bring him back quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. He's hit as he throws it. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's good for a first down near the 40. He's come to the line to start a fresh set down. Looking to throw yet again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Zero running routes now, right at the line of scrimmage. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. They keep it going. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Over the middle, it's Henderson. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. We'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Touchdown for him. This offense is still clicking. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain age. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best.
Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Of all the skill players on the field, I think this guy might be as gifted as anybody. What a great demonstration of instincts and just raw speed. Once he got into the open field, nobody was going to catch him.
And he knocks through the PAT. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field.
Got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
325. Keep him up.
And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but nails the sticks. First down. The running play. Here's the offense. Set it down.
Get set. Get set. Check.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch all the way here over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after the completion. Important third down play coming up after that completion.
Cobra.
Can they pick up the first of the drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point,
And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
The Gators offense retakes the field.
Okay.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
29.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive play's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. They're going to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Gators offense is on the move now. Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down after the completion.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll try the option play here. The back's got a pitch. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that and let him do the work after the catch.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down and goal upcoming.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this...
Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly.
But we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's fourth down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Griffin. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
No press coverage. The DB is backing up now. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He didn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida offense takes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Extending the play now. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And looking for a big play here. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Now it's slowed down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown continues. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Dropping back. It's Griffin. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that we run the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. They get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he finds the running back in the flat. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And that pass rush has trapped him as a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. Great cut there. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they've come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. They pick him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like
cannot escape, and down he goes.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defense.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Florida.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launching it downfield. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Looking to throw. It's Griffin. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Jackrabbit.
Back to throw again. Bought some time, now lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got an open man on the field, and it's caught. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. The defense can make adjustments. Come up with a stop. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
He's going to hand this off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they can.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Point after, not great through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
To throw, it's Griffin. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up.
Easy.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter. You're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Here's the second down play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
325. Travel.
The quarterback's got it on the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem. Moving the ball up and down the field today. The Gators moving quickly down the field here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers.
Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Here we go.
To the air. It's Griffin. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards.
On the ready.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. And he drops back in the gun. Comes up with the catch. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it. Offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer?
Ready.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Cobra.
And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Okay, ready.
So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? The shotgun handoff here. Oh, this winds up a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the Florida offense retakes the field.
On the
And now
set.
the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Heading left after the handoff. He's found some room with the feet. Runs through a man. A mismatch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Ready,
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Second down after that previous play.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Physical running fights off the defender. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. And the Gators line up with a first and goal. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly. And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab made by the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some passing yardage. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass is caught. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback. Your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Can. Alert, alert.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They get the completion. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Second down after that completion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. There was